Hi you guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Patience. To my existing subscribers, welcome back. If this is your first time here, be sure to click that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can continue to indulge in the Hot Bella experience. In today's video, I'm going to be trying out some of the products that I purchased during the most recent Sephora VIB sale. I had so many items on my list this time around that I wanted to pick up during the Sephora VIB sale. If you guys haven't had a chance to take a look at my Sephora VIB sale haul video, I'll be certain to link that in the iCard above here so you can check that out. But I did get quite a few complexion products. That includes moisturizers, that includes foundations, that includes all things that have to do with the complexion. So I had this strategy. I had gone through and I selected all the items that I was interested in and I added it to my online cart, and my plan was to go into the store and just shop off of my online cart. And it sounds like a perfectly good plan. I thought that it would work, but it didn't work so much. I did pick up all the items that I had in my cart, but I also picked up a lot of items that I did not have in my cart. Also, I had this strategy in mind where I was only going to visit the Sephora store once. I wasn't going to return during the VIB sale time period to pick up any additional items. I failed horribly at that because I found myself going back multiple times, maybe 2 or 3 times. And then I also found that for this one particular brand, I had to go to multiple Sephora stores to pick up all of the items that I was interested in. And that is the products from Charlotte Tilbury. So one of the items from Charlotte Tilbury that I was really interested in is the Hollywood Flawless Filter. So this is a product that I was very interested in. This is a product that has been talked about all over YouTube. There's some great reviews regarding this product, and it's supposed to give you that glow from within look. It can be used under your foundation. This is not a foundation. This is a product that you would use under your foundation. So this is what started my whole Charlotte Tilbury craze to begin with. I did pick this product up, and then I also picked up the Magic Foundation from Charlotte Tilbury. So I picked this up in the shade 9.5. So I was able to pick these 2 items up by going to just one Sephora location. However, for some of the other products, I found that I had to go to different stores because certain Sephoras only carried certain products from Charlotte Tilbury, whereas some of the other stores may carry more or even the full line. But overall, I've got the Hollywood Flawless Filter, I've got the Magic Foundation, I also picked up the Magic Away Liquid Concealer, and I also picked up the Hollywood Contour Wand. So this is also from Charlotte Tilbury. I also picked up one of the Charlotte Tilbury luxury eyeshadow palettes. I wanted to be able to do a full face using Charlotte Tilbury products. I love the packaging of Charlotte Tilbury. It is so classy. It is so just everything. It's a very, very nice packaging. But I picked up this eyeshadow quad, and I'm going to be using this to create a look today. I also picked up one of the Cheek to Chic blushes from Charlotte Tilbury. Very, very nice packaging. This is what the actual blush looks like. So it's kind of got this dual type of color inside of it. This is the mauve type color. I'll actually have all the details in regards to the names of the shades of some of these products, particularly this blush, in the description box below. But yeah, this is the actual blush, and it's a very soft type of blush. If you can see that, it does have a bit of a shimmer to it. It looks beautiful on the skin. It's a very light shade of blush, but it has just enough shimmer and just enough pigment in it. It can definitely give me that glow from within look that I'm trying to get. I'm also going to be using the Airbrush Flawless Finishing Powder. I'm just going to be doing a full face of Charlotte Tilbury. So yeah, got this, and I also have one more item. I can find it. What did I do with it? Where did she go? Stand by, please. Here she is. I also got the Lovegasm face palette from Charlotte Tilbury. This is a product I saw online. It looked absolutely beautiful, so I could not resist. This is what the packaging, or what the actual product package looks like, which is gorgeous. There is just something to be said about the Charlotte Tilbury packaging. These are absolutely beautiful. This is a bronzer This is a highlighter and also a blush. So I'm going to use as many of these Charlotte Tilbury products as I possibly can today. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start off by moisturizing my face with the Watermelon Glow Pink Juice Moisturizer from Glow Recipe. I love the way this product smells. It smells really, really good. Feels good on my skin too. I'm going to prime using the Hydro Grip Primer from Milk Makeup. This is the mini size, but it's nice because it also has a pump. This is interesting because she feels a little tacky to the touch. Huh. All right. So while that's settling in, I'll go ahead and get these brows done. All right, and I am going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Luxury Palette, and I'm going to use the shade called Pop, and that is this gold shade right in here as my brow bone highlight. And I'm going to use this shade right here, and this shade is called Enhance, and I'm going to use this as my transition shade. And I'm tapping this into place first before I start blending, and right off the bat I can tell you this is deeper than what I thought it would have been, deeper than what it actually looks to be in the pan, but it's really pretty. And it's blending out really easily. So I normally pat my shadows on first before I start blending them because I do not set my eyeshadow base. So I leave it a bit tacky, and I use the P. Louise eyeshadow base to prep my eyelids. And also, if you use a concealer or an eyeshadow base and you don't set it, if you have hooded eyes, you have to remember to go back in and tap out the creases before you start to apply the shadows. Now I'm going to go in with this shade right here, which is the deepest shade in this Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow quad. This color is called Smoke, so it's like a deep burgundy type of shade. So I'm going to use a smaller blending brush, and I'm just going to dip right into this quad. And I'm going to place this right here on my outer V. Just kind of finding the natural socket of my eye and just making sure that as I'm placing this on the outer V that I'm also taking it up to or where my natural crease is and taking it a little bit above that. But these shadows are really pretty, and I have not encountered any fallout, none so far, from using these shadows. And there is little to no kick up in these pans at all. So this is a high quality eyeshadow, as it should be for the price point. Just thought I'd add that in. This blends out really, really easily. And I'm going to go back in with Enhance just a little bit, or whatever remaining product I have on my fluffy brush. And I'm going to use Enhance, which was the transition shade. I'm just going to blend out any harsh lines that I may have at this point. And this is really pretty. And it blends out very, very easily. I like that a lot. And I'm going to use a little bit more of my P. Louise eyeshadow base to carve out these lids. And now I'm going back in with my smaller blending brush that I used for the darker shade that I placed on my outer V. That darker shade is called Smoke, and I'm going to use that just to soften up these edges just a little bit. I'm not adding any additional product to this brush at this point. I'm just going in and just softening this up just a little bit. Now I'm going to use my MAC 242 brush. You guys have heard me rave about this brush before. This brush, she's a bad girl. She can do so many different things, but I'm going to use this brush to apply the shade Prime out of the Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow quad, and that is this shade right here. So this is a beautiful, I don't know how to describe this. It's like a champagne-y, pinkish, pearlish type of shade, but it's really, really pretty. So just going to load my 242 up with this product. So making sure I've got plenty of this product on this brush. And look at this, I'm playing in this eyeshadow here, going back and forth with my brush, loading it up, tapping it, kind of swirling it around even, and there is no kick up in this pan. How about that? And I'm going to place this right here on top of where I have carved out the lid with my P. Louise eyeshadow base. I have hooded eyes, so because of my particular eye shape, once I have my shadows down, I have to go back in and deepen up that crease area just a little bit. So I've added my liner and my lashes. I've also done my color correcting, and now I am going to use the Hollywood Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury. And this is the product that is supposed to give me that glow from within type of look. And I'm going to be applying the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation on top of this product. I've seen some reviews and product demonstrations where they only place this product in the areas where they want a highlighted or that glowy type of finish. They only place this product on that particular area of the face. But you know what? I want it all over. So I am going to just place this all over my face like so. And then I'm going to take the brush. I think this is an e.l.f. brush. Yeah, this is a brush that I got from e.l.f. This is just a flat foundation type of brush. And I'm going to use this, and I am just going to, I'm not necessarily rubbing it across my skin, but I'm just kind of tapping it into my skin. And you can see where it is definitely giving my skin some luminosity. So yeah, we're going to move on to the foundation. I hope I have the right shade. So I don't think the shade match is too bad. Actually, I think it looks pretty good. I'm in the shade 9.5 in this Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation. So we're going to keep going. We're going to move on to the concealer, and I'm also going to use the contour from Charlotte Tilbury. So let's keep going. All right, and this is the Magic Away Liquid Concealer. And this is interesting. It has this little foam type applicator, and it twists up from the bottom. There's product that's starting to come out. So I'm going to place this in all the areas that I would normally apply my concealer, which is under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, chin, and a little bit on the forehead. And this is looking like it is got some nice coverage to it. So I'm going to go ahead and set all the areas where I have applied the concealer. And now I'm going to use the contour wand from Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm going to be doing some cream contouring with this product. This product also has that little foam soft type of tip, and you can see where the product is starting to come out or come up into the little foam tip there. So I'm going to start off with just a little bit, and I think for the area down my nose I am going to use one of my smaller brushes like this. This is just a smaller blending brush. I'm just going to take this brush like right here on the tip of this, just kind of swirl it around like that, and I'm going to use that to contour my nose. I'm really liking this contour shade. It's really pretty. It has a little bit of gray in it, so it's not too red. I'm going to add a little bit more. I'm liking the way this is looking so far. Looks pretty good, and I think I can see some of that luminosity shining through from the Flawless filter, the Hollywood Flawless filter. So we're going to keep going. I'm going to move on, and I'm going to use some of the Airbrush Flawless finishing powder from Charlotte Tilbury. In the pan, it doesn't appear to be that dark, but it's working on my skin tone. Very, very interesting. I think it's looking pretty good. All right, we're going to keep going. I'm going to add some bronzing powder from the Lovegasm palette, and we're going to finish off the eyes. All right, I'm going to use this bronzing shade out of the Lovegasm palette here, and it's the darker shade right there. I think if you were trying to use this powder out of this Lovegasm palette by itself without having a deeper type of contour or cream contour underneath, if you are my skin complexion or deeper, you may not get necessarily the color payoff that you're wanting, because it's a nice bronzer, but it's not very deep. But for my skin tone, I can definitely see where it is bronzing up my skin really nicely, and I like it. And it's not too red, which is also very good. And now I am going to add some blush. And even though I've got some shades in this palette that I could probably use for blush, I'm going to hold off, and I'm going to use these shades more so for highlighting. And I'm going to try out this Cheek to Chic blush from Charlotte Tilbury, and this one also seems to be, the color looks to be a bit muted, but at the same time though it looks really, really pretty, and it does have a little bit of a shimmer to it. Oh, but that is pretty. That's pretty. And to look at this in the pan, you would think that it would not be dark enough for my skin tone. She's very pretty. Very nice. For my highlight, I'm going to use from the Lovegasm palette here, Highlight Illumine and Multi Glow. So these are the two colors here, this shade and this shade, out of the Lovegasm palette. So those are the two highlight shades, and I'm going to take my favorite brush for highlighting, and this was an item that came in one of my BoxyCharm boxes, and I'm just going to sweep my brush across the two of these like so. I'm going to highlight the highest part of my cheekbones using these colors, or using these shades out of the Lovegasm palette. This is beautiful. I really, really like that. I am not disappointed by these products from Charlotte Tilbury. I think they are absolutely gorgeous, and I do think that they may not work on every skin tone, but I do believe that if you are my skin tone, or maybe even a shade darker and up, that you would be okay, if that makes sense. So it's very, very pretty, very, very soft, and it does give you that glow from within type of look, which is everything to me this summer. I'm so glad that this type of look is actually on trend at this point, because I have dry skin, so having an extreme matte look is always a bit concerning for me. You know, my mature skin, it can handle a matte look, but I do have to go through a lot more skin prep in order for it to work out for me. But yeah, this is really pretty. I hope you guys are able to see what I'm seeing in my mirror. I'm hoping that you guys can see that on camera. And I like the fact too that I can swirl my brush around in this. You know, I don't have to be afraid of it. Sometimes you can have products where, you know, you really have to be careful, because it's just, you know, it can get to be too much really, really quickly, and it can get out of control really, really quickly. But I'm not encountering that. This is working out really well. Ooh, girl. I'm going to smoke out my waterline. I'm going to add some lips. And I think this look is done. The Hollywood Flawless Filt'r product from Charlotte Tilbury is definitely going to take my summer looks up a notch. I like the way the Magic Foundation, concealer, and the contour wand look on my skin tone. The quality and the pigmentation of the eyeshadow quad was pleasantly surprising. And the blush and the Lovegasm face palette to die for. I hope you guys liked this video. And if you did, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on my next video. Bye-bye.